Russia has urged BRICS to prepare for the potential collapse of the dollar. As the prospect of the dollar's decline grows imminent, what actions is BRICS taking? BRICS has devised a thorough strategy that has the potential to end the dollar's dominance once and for all. As a result of both US missteps and strategic planning by BRICS, the US finds itself in a situation where it cannot prevent the decline of its currency. The question arises, what specific actions is BRICS taking? Let's find out. In an era marked by heightened geopolitical tensions and economic instability, the global financial system faces a critical juncture with the potential for a collapse of the dollar. Amidst this uncertainty, the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, emerge as pivotal actors poised to reshape the international monetary landscape. Concerns over the vulnerabilities of the dollar-dominated system have prompted BRICS countries to proactively enhance their financial resilience and lessen reliance on the US dollar. Recent statements from Russia further emphasize the necessity for BRICS to prepare for a potential dollar collapse. Recent developments highlight the urgency of this endeavor as discussions within the international community revolve around the possibility of establishing an alternative currency based on the national legal tenders of BRICS member countries. Alexei Mozhin, Russia's executive director at the International Monetary Fund, has underscored the potential for BRICS nations to introduce an alternative currency, composed of a basket of currencies including the Chinese yuan, Indian rupee, Russian ruble, Brazilian real, and South African rand, in the event of a dollar collapse. This represents a fundamental shift in the approach to monetary policy for BRICS countries and reaffirms their commitment to fostering financial independence amidst global economic uncertainty. As we delve deeper into the strategies employed by BRICS nations to navigate the complexities of a changing economic landscape, it becomes clear that concerted action and collaboration will be crucial in charting a path towards a more stable and sustainable future. But what is the vulnerability of the dollar-dominated system? With the US dollar serving as its cornerstone, the global financial system has traditionally been seen as a bastion of stability in international trade. Nevertheless, recent years have witnessed fissures in the foundation of this seemingly impregnable structure. Structural flaws and systemic fragilities have prompted doubts regarding the sustainability of the dollar-centric paradigm, leading to a sobering re-evaluation of its resilience in the face of growing economic complexities and geopolitical strains. At the core of these concerns lies the precarious state of US fiscal and monetary policies. Heightened government spending and escalating levels of public debt have triggered alarm bells among economists and policymakers alike. The swelling deficit of the United States, compounded by the economic repercussions of the COVID-19 pandemic, has raised doubts about its capacity to uphold fiscal prudence and fulfill its debt commitments over the long term. Furthermore, the Federal Reserve's aggressive monetary interventions, encompassing near-zero interest rates and extensive asset acquisitions, have stoked apprehensions about inflationary pressures and the erosion of the dollar's value as a reliable reserve currency. The challenges facing the dollar-dominated system are exacerbated by geopolitical tensions and escalating trade conflicts. The resurgence of protectionist measures and the fragmentation of global supply chains have heightened apprehensions about the resilience of international trade and the effectiveness of current trade pacts. Tariffs and sanctions imposed by the United States and its allies have disrupted harmonious trade relations, eroding the foundations of free trade and cultivating an atmosphere of uncertainty and distrust among trading partners. Here's a reminder to please like and share the video and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos on BRICS geopolitics, economy, and changing landscape. Let's continue now. Given these developments, the possibility of a dollar collapse looms large, prompting a re-evaluation of the global economic structure. The ramifications of such an event would be extensive, resonating throughout financial markets and reshaping the geopolitical landscape in its aftermath. Emerging market economies, in particular, would be susceptible to the repercussions of a dollar collapse, given their reliance on dollar-denominated debt and trade financing.
Amidst this uncertainty, BRICS nations have emerged as pillars of stability and resilience amidst global economic turbulence. Consisting of some of the world's largest and fastest-growing economies, the BRICS bloc wields considerable influence in international affairs, with the collective capacity to shape the course of global economic progress. Nevertheless, the West contends that BRICS countries are not impervious to the challenges posed by the dollar-centric system. Like their counterparts in developed nations, BRICS nations confront various economic and financial obstacles, spanning from inflationary pressures and currency volatility to geopolitical tensions and external shocks. Furthermore, the interconnected nature of the global financial system means that disruptions in one region can swiftly propagate to others, underscoring the imperative for coordinated action and collaboration among BRICS nations. In response to these challenges, BRICS nations have embarked on a unified effort to diminish their reliance on the US dollar and enhance financial resilience. Through both bilateral and multilateral agreements, BRICS countries actively diversify their trade transactions away from the dollar, opting for transactions denominated in local currencies. Additionally, the establishment of alternative financial institutions, such as the New Development Bank and the Contingent Reserve Arrangement, reinforces financial independence within the BRICS framework, shielding member nations from the repercussions of a potential dollar collapse. The advent of digital currencies and blockchain technology opens up fresh avenues for BRICS nations to fortify financial resilience and drive economic advancement. Leveraging technological capabilities, BRICS countries can streamline cross-border transactions, trim transaction expenses, and enhance financial inclusivity. Additionally, digital currencies provide a safeguard against the risks linked with conventional fiat currencies, offering a decentralized alternative to the current monetary framework. While we've touched upon several measures BRICS is implementing to address these challenges, let's delve deeper into its endeavors to diminish reliance on the dollar. As the vulnerabilities of the dollar-centric system become more pronounced, BRICS nations have adopted a multifaceted strategy to lessen their dependency on the US dollar and reinforce financial resilience. Recognizing the imperative of attaining greater economic autonomy and stability amidst global economic uncertainties, BRICS countries have pursued diversification of their trade settlements, establishment of alternative financial institutions, and exploration of innovative monetary policy approaches. At the core of BRICS's initiatives to reduce reliance on the US dollar lies a commitment to fostering enhanced economic integration and collaboration among member states. Through both bilateral and multilateral agreements, BRICS countries have endeavored to promote trade and investment transactions conducted in local currencies, thereby diminishing their reliance on the dollar for international dealings. This transition towards settlements in local currencies amplifies financial autonomy and mitigates exposure to currency fluctuations and exchange rate volatility. In this context, a noteworthy initiative is the establishment of the BRICS Contingent Reserve Arrangement, CRA, designed as a collective reservoir of foreign exchange reserves to be utilized during financial crises. By furnishing a safety net for member nations, the CRA aids in mitigating the perils linked with external shocks and currency crises, thereby fortifying financial stability within the BRICS framework. Additionally, the New Development Bank, NDB, formed by BRICS nations in 2014, endeavors to offer alternative financing sources for infrastructure projects and sustainable development endeavors, reducing reliance on conventional lending institutions dominated by Western powers. In addition to diversifying trade settlements and instituting alternative financial bodies, BRICS countries have delved into pioneering monetary policy strategies to lessen dependency on the US dollar. One such strategy involves currency swap agreements, wherein central banks consent to exchanging their respective national currencies at predetermined rates for a specified duration. These currency swap agreements facilitate the flow of trade and investment between BRICS nations, while diminishing reliance on the dollar for financing. Moreover, the advent of digital currencies and blockchain technology opens up new avenues for BRICS nations to bolster financial resilience and spur economic progress. Central bank digital currencies, CBDCs in particular, offer a decentralized substitute for traditional fiat currencies, fostering enhanced transparency, security, and efficiency in cross-border transactions. By embracing CBDCs and other digital currency forms, BRICS countries can diminish dependence on the US dollar and foster financial inclusion and innovation. Recent pronouncements from Russian officials indicate that BRICS nations are actively exploring the prospect of creating an alternative currency, backed by a basket of their national legal tender currencies. As mentioned previously, Alexei Mozhin, Russia's executive director at the International Monetary Fund, has advocated for establishing a currency supported by a basket of currencies, including the Chinese yuan, Indian rupee, Russian ruble, Brazilian real, and South African rand. Should this alternative currency materialize, it could serve as a hedge against the risks linked with a potential dollar collapse, thereby imparting greater stability and resilience to the BRICS bloc. Therefore, is the likelihood of a dollar collapse high at present? The US dollar is expected to encounter notable obstacles in the foreseeable future. Nonetheless, it's crucial to acknowledge that any potential deterioration or collapse of the dollar would probably unfold gradually over time, rather than abruptly overnight. Economic disparities, geopolitical strains, and structural weaknesses inherent in the global financial system imply that the supremacy of the dollar may gradually diminish. While the precise timing and magnitude of such a decline remain uncertain, the prospect of a gradual weakening of the dollar cannot be discounted. Do you think the dollar's end is near? Will the US blame Africa for it? Do you think de-dollarization will especially benefit Africa? Let us know in the comments section how you think things will change for Africa after the dollar decline. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon next to it. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay tuned.